the morning of November 10th here in southern Wisconsin. It's my 17th day on my vacation. Last day, last morning. Jason and I are out. He's running the camera. We bumped 3 deer coming in, and I had 2 more go by us when it was just barely light. So we were sitting here, it just got light. It's only a little after 6. And I looked down and I tapped Jay on my shooter. He turned and was going to go the other way. I grunted at him a couple times, brought him back. He came to 35 yards. I shot him. It was a buck that, if you've watched any of my footage, I call John Holmes. I've been hunting him for 2 years. And we hit him. It's hard to tell where. He went back through the marsh, and he went around some scrubby brush out there, and I think he laid down. I don't know what happened. It's hard to see the shot on the camera. So I either just shot one of the biggest bucks I've been hunting, or I just messed up one of the biggest bucks I've been hunting. So it's been a long 17 days for it to go to hell now, but we're gonna get down out of here. We got the wind coming straight in our face from where he is. He's about maybe 150 yards. And we're probably just gonna get the hell out of here and go see if we can look at the shot a little bit better on a big TV. So stick around.
November 10th. We shot that big buck this morning. John Holmes, the one I've been hunting for a couple years. Couldn't see the shot on the camera. Just the reaction of the deer went out. We're pretty sure he bedded. So we went back to my house, Jason and I, and we plugged the camera into the big TV. And we were watching the shot, and we cannot see the arrow. There's a big clump of marsh grass right from behind his shoulder back, of course. From everything we think we see, we think we hit him pretty good. So it's about 10 o'clock now. I think it was about 6:30 when I shot him. So we're gonna go back in now, see if I can find the arrow, see if there's any blood, and just basically see what we got to work with. So we're waiting for the landowner now. We're actually at his house. He's not quite back yet, so he wants to go along, and hopefully we've got a good ending to this story, so stick around. Well, it's November 10th. We've been blood trailing John Holmes that I shot this morning at about 6:30. It's about, I don't even know what time it is now. It is 1:30. We started at about 11, I think. Found where we hit him in the blood. It was a liver shot, really dark red blood. Perfect height when he was going through the grass on the exit side. We trailed him out of ours. He crossed the railroad tracks, went into the public, lost the track because we just ran out of grass. It was just all dark ground and green grass, nothing there. And I picked it up again. We all started looking. When we find somebody else's arrow in another blood trail, somebody gut shot something. This is their arrow, you can see, not my arrow. That's my luck. So we're on 2 blood trails, don't know which way to go. We lost the blood, couldn't find it anymore. We were walking out. Jason says, I think we should go to that island. We're on an island right now. If you look out behind you, go ahead and show them that water. We're on this island right out on the lake. So we're like, there's only one way into it. So Jay's like, let's go across there and look. So we come across, and of course we completely don't think at all. Instead of me just sitting right at the only in and out spot, which is right down there, we both go tromping around in here and we kick him up. He's bedded back in this thick stuff here, and he bolted, and he obviously went right back across there, unless he's got a canoe out here. So we screwed that up. So we're gonna go back here and just see if maybe he opened up again, but he should be expired by now. So I don't know. That's all I got. Well, here's the conclusion to my story about the buck that I was hunting for the last 2 years, that I called Johnny Holmes. This is the buck that I shot, that you'll see in the video, on November 10th, and it hit him high. I ranged him at 35 yards. He actually cut into 31, and I shot him for 35, so I hit him a little high. We tracked him 5 hours later that day. We ended up jumping him, and he took off, and we lost him. Over the course of last week here, I spent another 3 days, about 16 hours almost total, tracking this buck, and I ended up finding him. Well, needless to say, this is all that I've got left of him. But it's a bittersweet end, I guess, but good footage. I did end up finding the deer. He was pretty ate up by coyotes already at that point, and pretty stinky, so I ended up getting the rack off him, going to get a cape, and put him on the wall where he belongs. So, real good buck. I'm really happy. It was a long year for me and a tough year, so finished it off in a good way. Now we got gun season.